There we go. The picture on the screen behind me was taken in 1950. It's of Route 7 in Ashburn, Virginia, not far from where our data centers sit today. In 1967, the famous photographer Ansel Adams took this picture. It's titled "The Road Towards Leesburg." 45 years later, this is what Route 7, or the road towards Leesburg, looks like today. Quite a difference, huh? Yeah, what was once barely a 2-lane road is now in some places 4 lanes of traffic in each direction. Enormous amounts of capital have been poured into Route 7 over the years for the maintenance and the expansion of the road. Guess what? It wasn't enough. Yeah, you get any place near this road around rush hour and you'll know it wasn't enough. Those in charge of the infrastructure were and are unable to keep pace with the increase in traffic. What's funny though is in 1998, a private group built the Dulles Greenway. And in 2009, the Dulles Greenway daily collected 48,000 tolls, or $1.5 million a day. What I find so interesting about those two groups is how they chose to look at traffic. One saw it as a problem. The other saw it as an opportunity. Now, the reason I tell that story about Route 7 is, as everyone in this room knows, the traffic is coming. Whatever you read or whoever you talk to, the consensus is this: the traffic is coming. Right? Mobile data traffic to increase 26 times over the next 5 years. IP traffic to increase at an annual compounded rate of 32% from 2010 to 2015. The traffic is coming. But what I find so interesting about these stats really isn't that the traffic's coming, it's why the traffic's coming. I mean, what's driving these numbers? I think 5-10 years ago, most of us probably would have had to walk down to our IT department and find out what applications were chewing up all the bandwidth on our network. We don't need to do that anymore. We know what they are. I didn't own my first computer until I was in my late 20s. My son can upload streaming video to my iPhone. He's 7. And while he might not be able to define, jitter or latency or understand bandwidth aggressive application, he can tell you about Facebook. He can tell you about YouTube or Netflix or Hulu. And I remember my 7-year-old rattling these names off to me. I'm standing in the kitchen of my house thinking to myself, what in the world is Hulu? Now, I'm kidding, I know what Hulu is. He told me. But what I'm saying is this: the reason that these numbers, the reason that the traffic is coming is because our applications are becoming more bandwidth aggressive. And not only are they becoming more bandwidth aggressive, they're being adopted at a much earlier age. That's why I think these charts only go to 2015. I think this is just the beginning. Data traffic to increase, or mobile data traffic to increase at 26 times, the beginning. IP traffic to increase at an annual compounded rate of 32%, that's the beginning. Yeah, the traffic is coming, but it's just the beginning. Stefan Richard, the CEO of Orange, was quoted as saying the real risk of the increase in data is the collapse of the network. Have we lost sight of that? Have we forgotten what the real risk is? Because if that is the real risk, then there are a couple of things we need to do right away. The first is to increase bandwidth capacity right now. And if the numbers they're talking about are even close to being true, I think we need to realize that the additional capacity that we will be discussing will be unlike any discussion we've had before. And if those discussions are unlike anything we had before, believe me, the investment in that network, the capital investment, is going to be unlike anything we've discussed before. But that is what is going to be needed if you plan to be able to scale to your customers' demands. Remember, it is the responsibility of those in charge of the infrastructure to be able to keep pace with the increase in traffic. What's at risk? The collapse of the network. Does that sound a bit extreme? Maybe you're thinking, okay, yeah, that's a little bit much. I appreciate that. After all, it will not be quotes or stats that drive our behavior. You know what drives our behavior? Our beliefs. So let's forget the stats, forget the quotes. What do you believe? Do you believe from this day forward your customers are going to require more or less bandwidth? Forget what Cisco believes. Forget what Smart Company believes. What do you believe? Do you believe from this day forward, your customers are going to require more or less bandwidth? Because if the answer is more, then at least we know what we need to do. Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland, said, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. Thankfully, we know where we're going, and content delivery will provide us the roadmap to get there. Because content delivery will address the biggest concerns that we have today, as well as provide us the opportunity to begin to see traffic as an opportunity and not just a problem. Content delivery is going to give you the ability to increase network throughput. You'll be able to offload up to 50 to 65% of your current traffic. You're going to be able to decrease your network investments. By offloading that much traffic, you'll be able to decrease your network investments, all while giving your customers the scalability they need to address the upcoming traffic. But at the same time, you will have the ability to white label your own content delivery offering and take part in a new revenue stream. And I'm not talking about a small revenue stream. I'm talking about a revenue stream that's projected to be $4.7 billion by 2015. Why? Because customers are flocking to the CDN providers because of the traditional network providers' inability to keep pace with the increase of traffic. Where does all that take place? Inside Platform Equinix. From 2007 to 2010, we invested nearly $3 billion in the expanse of our data center footprint, giving you ample room for growth, ample room for you to offload your traffic. We're global. No longer are your services limited to your current network footprint, nor are your services limited to your current customer base, because being part of Platform Equinix puts you inside the world's largest digital ecosystem, giving you access to over 4,000 potential partners and customers. 10 of the top 10 CDN providers call Equinix home. And you'll be able to partner with them, again, to offload traffic, to reduce network investment, and provide your customers the scalability that they need, all while also giving you the ability to take part in a new revenue stream. I said when I started this that it's our actions that drive our behavior. And if you believe that from this day forward your customers are going to require more bandwidth, then let us not forsake the opportunity in front of us, but instead make the most of it by allowing us to bring in some of our subject matter experts to put concrete action items behind the things we've discussed today. Let us work with you so you can partner with a CDN provider whose values and business ethics most align with yours. And let today be the day that you look back on years from now and say, that was the day we chose to stop viewing traffic as a problem and instead see it for the opportunity that it was. And that has made all the difference. I appreciate your time.
All right. Simon, your thoughts. Let's hear it. How'd DR do?
I'm at a tent revival.
Come to DR is the DR moment.
DR, I'm speechless. Just remarkable. I don't know what to say. I mean, I mean, you have a big personality, you're a big man, and just delivered with aplomb and panache and fantastic.
The kind Simon.
I don't know if there was room for the customer in there. I didn't see much evidence of the customer himself or herself. That would be my criticism, but gosh.
You finished?
And
I'd like to go on.
Well, the DR, I thought you did a great job. The best presentation so far today.
Thanks.
Richard, you gonna hit your quota this year? You gonna hit your quota?
This year, of course.
Get over here. That's what I want to see. Good job.
all right, and Brandy, your thoughts on DR's presentation?
DR, I thought you did a great job as well. Congratulations for being here. You know, you had me listening to every word. I really thought you did a really great job.
All right, what's your buzz, Bumblebee?
You know, I see this guy from time to time in the Restman office, and you know, he is a big guy, and he's got a big personality, but you nailed the content as well. Just a fantastic job. Great job.
All right, Dino Carlson, well done. Thank you so much. Yeah.